Don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the call. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to see the road. It's all every day. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't celebrate. We're the zero holders, so after we say, zero holders, are after we say. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The none for the money is to live in the tree. We're all on the zeros, our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
All right, JK, I just needed an extra, 20 seconds to get the stream rocking here. Good morning, boys. Good morning. How are we? What's good? Who is here? CJ's here. What's up, man? Good morning. Choina, good morning. Hoods, good morning. English GMs, man. DK, good morning. Happy Sunday, guys. World Cup day. Fucking fun day we got ahead of us. If you're watching, right? Everyone's watching. It's going to be sweet. What's up, Gigi? All right, we're going to be watching a lot of Thread Guy today. I hope you like Thread Guy. We're going to be watching a lot of Thread Guy today, man. Wait. Yeah, you know what? Can you do me a favor here? Let me play it. If it's fine in the background, yeah, I'll do English. Yeah. If it's fine in the back, sometimes I play music and it fucks up the mic. Let me play it, and if it's cool, we'll just let that ride in the background a bit. I'm here for you, English. Yeah, if that works, cool. You just want the whole. I can't help you. I'll send you the song, man. I'll send you the song, dude. That's all I can do for right now. Yeah. What can you do? That's a rare song. I bet nobody here's got it. That's a hard song to get. They need to put that on a YouTube account or whatever. Anyway, whatever. Meme coins are never gonna die, man. Ever. In the past week I've said a handful of times. Greg had a great take on it. He had a great take on it, dude. And I thought somebody had clipped him. No, this is a Thread Guy tweet saying meme coins are never going to die. And the market hasn't priced in the fact that meme coins are never going to die. Everyone's writing them off. Meme coins dead, dying, whatever. Never going to come back the way they were before. Everyone's wrong. They're wrong. Funny enough, though, I can't wait to play this thing. In Thread Guy's take, he's actually very wrong about something else that he says is dead, is never going to come back. And he's actually making the case for why they're going to come back as he's talking about meme coins. Craziest thing. Can't wait to get to that. So we're going to talk meme coins today. We will definitely be talking some NFTs today. I would love to talk some Odyssey, but I bet most people haven't seen it yet. Who's seen the Odyssey so far? I saw it yesterday, and I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about that movie. I like Chris Nolan, right? Who doesn't? I like Chris Nolan. I went in with really low expectations, which is the way to go into stuff now, because it works. I went in with really low expectations because I saw the people shitting on the casting, right? The Elliot Page stuff and the Travis Scott being in it, and like all that stuff, and then some stuff in the movie people were shitting on, like how Matt Damon shooting his bow and stuff. I went in with really low expectations, thinking that stuff wouldn't matter. Not only does that stuff not matter, and that stuff is barely in the movie. Elliot Page is in it for a minute. Really important character, but almost not in it. It's perfect, and he plays perfect casting choice for the role he's playing. It's the craziest thing. I'll just say that. Um, the movie, if you haven't seen it, guys, go see it at the theater. It's so good. It's so good. It's the best movie I've seen since Dune 2, which there's nothing that's come out that's anywhere close to that. It's not hard to, Chris Nolan movie is going to be almost automatically as good as a Dune movie, right? It's so fucking good. I can't get over that I left a movie wanting to just sit through it right again. It's a 3-hour movie. I sat through it and I want to watch it again. Like right away. I want to go. I am definitely going back to see it. It's amazing. What I wasn't expecting is my girls loved it. Loved it. I thought they were going to be bored out of their minds. I heard the first hour of it is like really slow, right? So again, went in with really low expectations. First hour is slower than the rest, but it's awesome. It's it's fucking awesome. It's a phenomenal movie. The acting is phenomenal. Anne Hathaway might be the best actor actress in the movie. She's friggin' phenomenal. Everyone is, even the people that are getting shit on again on X for their acting. They're all phenomenal. The movie is so good. The action's incredible. The cinematography incredible. The sound and the score incredible. All of it. Still's got some like Christopher Nolan things where like sometimes the dialogue's hard to hear. And like, dude, if you go to the theater, tell me this. Do they play these movies at a way louder volume now than they used to? Because it's so loud, my ears were ringing after. And that was everybody that was with us. There was like 8 of us or 7 of us or whatever. My kids all brought friends, right? My ears were ringing after it, and so were my wife's. And what's up, Biggie? Good morning, man. My wife's ears were ringing. At one point, dude, oh my God. Wait till you hear the Cyclops. I'm not no spoilerish shit unless I see everybody's watched it. I don't think you have. The sound design is so cool. The noise he makes is so wild. But at one point, when my daughter's friend had plugged her ears, it's so loud. Like it's like a concert, dude. You know when they play bass and hit the bass drum and stuff, and you feel it in your chest. You feel the whole movie like you're vibrating with it. Loudest movie I ever saw before was Dune 2. This beat it. It was so much louder. Theaters are that's a theater thing, or is that like I don't know. I'm not a film guy. I wish I were. I don't know if they send it to the theaters with like, here's the settings you play it at or whatever. I don't know. Or if the theaters juice it. It was so loud, dude. It was almost unbearable. Like almost the point where I'm like, dude, should I call the theater and be like, I'm just curious. Do you turn it loud on purpose or like, can you not? It's that loud where I'm like, it kind of sucked for a minute. Um, oh, that's what's up. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Okay. Um, okay. If you haven't seen Odyssey, go go see it at the theater. If you like bought into the stuff on X about it's a shitty movie and the casting, all that stuff, like forget it. It's friggin' amazing. I rank it as my second favorite Nolan movie now. Interstellar 1, Odyssey 2. I could see Odyssey flipping and being one as much like Interstellar's maybe my favorite movie ever. It's not my like the best movie ever. It's my favorite movie, I think. But I'll tell you, man, Odyssey, it it's so good. I can't shake that movie. It's so good. Thought about it all night. Woke up thinking about it. It's so good. But dude, don't go in with my expectation. Don't go in thinking it's gonna be good. Go in with really low expectations. You're gonna be blown away if you do. It's so good. And the last point, it feels like, dude, Interstellar's so good. How many times have you seen Interstellar? I didn't love Interstellar at first. I liked it a lot because I love space movies, dude. I love space movies. You know what it is with Interstellar that gets me? The father-daughter thing. That's what gets me, dude. That's what gets me. Like right in the feels. I grew to love Interstellar more and more and more. Liked it a lot at first because I like all Nolan stuff, but the more I watch it, the more I love it. And then stuff started clicking different. Like I understood it different, like the interdimensional stuff and the love is this force that transcends, whatever. Like it all started clicking. I'm like, this is a brilliant movie. This movie has the feels of that, but maybe even more in a way. But the action and the weirdo stuff in it and the design, this movie is special. Okay, but the real last point about it was if you miss those like mid late 90s style Hollywood blockbuster movies, early 2000 style, like traditional Hollywood blockbuster kind of movie, If you miss that stuff, this is that. This felt like a Hollywood blockbuster, not like an artsy film and not like a, you know what I mean? It felt it was so good. Prestige is amazing. Memento amazing. Dude, Prestige is amazing. That's an underrated movie. So good. But Interstellar is it's just my favorite because I love space and I got girls and stuff like, but this movie's good, dude. All right, Henry. I told him a nobody, but the Ant Academy is one of the good ones in the space. What is he trying? Oh, he's trying. Okay. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what he wants, but we'll throw a like on it. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna watch. I mean, dude, we've got like 20 minutes of Thread Guy video to watch, and we're gonna watch it, and I'll just kind of jump in with some thoughts because I got a lot of thoughts on it. Because I think we're gonna make a lot of money. I do. I just do. I think being here, you're gonna make a lot of money. Um, Oh, I guess to Henry's point here, I wanted to bring this up, not to follow yesterday's track of like starting with social media stuff, but this might be kind of interesting here. X banning crypto accounts that are like the engagement boosting type accounts. Dude, I wonder if some of like the big influencer accounts, and I don't know any off the top of my head, but you see them all the time, right? The shilly shit. That's a funny phrase. Um, I wonder if they start going bye-bye, which would be sweet. Would love to clean this space up, right? Also kind of like yesterday, but just had to, I keep flip-flopping from being worried when the Dems take over, and they are, to then yesterday being like, it's probably gonna, it might be okay. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm kind of flipping back. I think crypto, as optimistic as I am, as bullish as I am, and I really am. Uh, I'm not convinced that I'm not convinced that next year is going to be wild. I hope it is. I hope we follow a traditional cycle thing. I'm not convinced we are, man. I'm like expecting the unexpected, and it's what I do. And maybe that's the wrong thing to do with a cycle, but it is what it is. Don't know if this is real either. But big old X factor out there is the war in Iran. And I mean, come on, man. Like we are in the middle of World War III, but it's barely started in a funny way. It's barely started. But we had 2 soldiers killed. If I don't know if Trump, I didn't see this quote anywhere else, but maybe, and if, and all that stuff, and um, didn't we have an all-time high when Biden was in office, though? I'm just like, I don't know. They don't signal that they're good for crypto. I'll say that, but also, if it's a cycle, if the cycle just happens regardless, then what are you gonna do? Stock market's at an all-time high still, basically, right? And I don't know, man. I don't know. Um, China, it's a good point. We have to wait until 28 for it to get spicy based on the traditional cycle. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Not to say next year won't be good and there won't be wins out there and all that, right? But I think that's probably true. What's up, BTC? How are you, man? Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Before I get to this clip, again, we're gonna listen to a lot of TG today. You got to listen to him, man. And I hope by now people like kind of all like him. And I like his rebranding, right? Like the collared shirt, the jacket stuff. I like that, man. I love Thread Guy. He's got, I don't think, okay, might be wrong here. I don't go to Thread Guy for alpha. I go to Thread Guy for really good takes, really good takes, and also finger on the pulse of like a different generation. He is a really good understanding of crypto, and he's got a really decent understanding of broader markets. He's really good. He's got his finger on the pulse. He does. So he's got good takes. Again, I don't know that he's an alpha guy. I don't know that that's his edge. His edge is like good guy, good takes, pretty like really good understanding of stuff, and he's got a really good team, I think. So you got to listen to TG. Yeah, I think you have to. All right, so let's start looking at the market here. They do though, right? It feels like they hate it. Yeah, yeah. Um, Anyway, looking decent. Like we're looking pretty damn decent right now. Bitcoin over 64. ETH wanting to touch 19. Do we get 2K ETH this week? I don't know what catalyst we might have this week, but do we get it? BNB 567, Ripple 110. What's Solana? 75, $76. like really, really decent. Again, I don't know what catalyst we have coming. I don't know if that war is heating back up. So stay on guard, stay ready. Meme coins looking interesting. All right, let's get to some of the thread guy clips. But he's right here. This is what's so interesting right now. People are making money in this space. You are like you are. I hope everybody still is if you're playing. If you're playing, I hope you're not losing right now. Right now is easier than when it's completely dead. And it's not easy right now. But I hope you're making some money right now. That said, there's no money here. There's no money in crypto. There's none. And there hasn't been for a while. And it's crazy to think about that. How little money is actually here. And that shouldn't worry you. That should get you excited in thinking back to the time 2020, well, 21, 22, when there was money here and when it was so easy to win. You could close your eyes and just click some random, you could close your eyes and point your mouse at the screen and you would end up clicking something that made you money. That's what it was like back then because there was so much money here. If this is what it's like when there's no money, there's nothing, then stay here, stay ready, get ahead of it when it does come. But he's right here. Let's play the clip. Let me reshare this. Give me when I play it, let me know if audio is okay. Our standard fucking audio check here. Also, we'll peek at Dumpster in a little bit too. Aspen, good morning, man. It's good to see you, brother. Close with Frank, which is an advantage. Frank always, yes, yeah. See, yeah. TG isn't the alpha, but the people he's around is alpha for sure. It's coming back, man. There's no way it doesn't. And when we get to the next thread guy clip, when he talks about why meme coins are never going to die, it makes it so obvious, All right, let me fix up the audio here. Okay. Yeah, again, just in the chat, tell me if audio is like, okay, it's as loud as it can get, I think, but let me know.
There's no money on chain. I don't think I realized it was this bad, but there is actually just no money on chain right now to trade on chain coins. There's no money. There's like there's like 25, 50 million dollars that just rotates, if that. Might be less, maybe $10 million. How's the meme coin thesis going? I mean, look, I'm right about the meme coin thesis. But the problem with the meme coin thesis is there's really not a good way to bet on it. This is the problem. This is what I was saying. This is why I'm so frustrated with it. Is there's not a great way to bet on it, because how do you bet on speculative pockets going crazy? It's like, what, you buy existing coin. You can't front run it. You buy existing coins, or you buy the casino that sucks. So I have three options: buy bad coins, try to buy a coin that doesn't exist yet, or buy a casino that sucks. And so I bought the casino that sucks. However, there's no money on chain. And I didn't really realize it was this bad, I guess, because I don't really trade on chain ever. This has kind of been the bit. It's funny, like I've been so critical of meme coins for the last year. I've said it's a disaster game. Ignore it. And people get mad at me for saying this. And then I say I like the idea of meme coins, and people get mad at me for flipping. And then I'm going to come back again and say, yeah, I flipped. I like memes, but god damn, it is a disaster.
Well, anyway, I wonder how he's measuring it. I don't know if he's looking at 24-hour volume. I don't know if he's looking at just like, you look at the market caps, you're like, well, that's as far as we can get right now. We can hit, a mil, like one to 3 mil across how many coins. And, we got the 1 or 2 leaders. And I don't know if that's how he's measuring it, but it's like, it's pretty obvious, right? If you look at Deck Screener and you just look at the top coins, and you get familiar with what coins are showing up there often and when the newcomers are there, and you look at what kind of market caps they're hitting, you get a good feel for how much money is on chain. It's not much. And we've been saying that. Hang on. We've been saying that for a long time. And especially looking at it from like the NFT side. Again, you can measure it in meme coins. You can measure it on the NFT side too. There's nothing there. And we know that. In some ways, that makes it easier because you know what the few people who are here, who those people are, kind of, and you know what they're going to focus on and what they like. So in a way, that kind of makes it easier, kind of. But there's not a lot here. What's up, Marty? Yeah, the eyeball test English works. Yeah, that's it. I mean, you just look and you can tell. You just know. When it's hot, Dude, we're getting 10, 15, 20 million dollar multiple 10 to 20 to 30 million dollar meme coins every single day. Every single day. When things get silly, that's what it looks like. 5 to 10 mil shuffle, that might be it. Yeah, it's not much. It's not much. And then remember back to, again, the good old days when you had those guys like an Adam Weitzman, but it wasn't just Adam, right? And this is more on the NFT side, but it wasn't just an Adam. It's like probably 50 guys like him. It might be a lot more than that. There was guys, look, the amount of money that was thrown around here, and just NFTs, the amount of money that was thrown around here on any given day, every single day, we were doing, in our peak stretch here, over 200 million in volume every single day. Look at that. Let's just even go lower than that. Over 100 mil in volume daily for about a year. For about a year. We had 100 million in NFT volume every single day. As opposed to now, where we're lucky to break 5. 5 is a decent day. 5 or 6 mil. 10 is a very good day. And I think probably everything yesterday was like BRC 20s. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was probably well, let's even check. Yeah, big BRC 20 day. So like Bitcoin meme coins bundled up, traded as like, it's almost like not RWA, no, but like NFT represents a bundle of fungible tokens, 100 million a day for a year, 5 million a day, going on years at this point. There's no money here. There's nothing here. And it'll come back. Gravity, good morning, man. What if Murad is right? Dude, he is right. Murad is very right. Thread guy's very right. Let me see if this clip has got. Let me see if he's got it here. What was the caption? The reason they'll never die. Yeah, and this is so simple, so obvious.
I don't know if oh my god, I had a refresh.
Wait, how high does this go? I'm full holding.
50 mil.
I mean, you tell me. You think meme coins die when the guy just made 100 bands? I mean, I just don't think they die for good. I think that they're going to be a disaster. They are going to get ugly and gross and horrible, if not already, but they're not dying, bro. 80 bands in 5 minutes. It's not happening.
That guy made $80,000 in minutes, dude. In minutes. Clicking buttons made 80 grand. Never, dude, will never die. If it's hey, Poppy retweeting that too. Good shit. I wonder what wait. He got suspended. I'm sorry to jump to this, but he got suspended now? I didn't know he got suspended, man. Okay, that's different. I thought he was just like out of the creator program or paused. I didn't know he's like suspended. That's kind of fucked. Okay. Anyway, it's like saying the lottery is going to die because people lose money on the lottery, right? Like never will die, can't die at this point, and always going to be like a symptom of excess. When people have money, when we're making money, we're going to go gamble like crazy on these things. The fact that it's doing what it's doing now, when people don't have money, maybe you got a little more now than you did 6 months ago or a year ago, but you don't have what you had a few years back. You don't have it. I bet everything I got that you don't, right? And still people gambling.
I am upset.
Longer take. And this is I think the most important part is meme coins right now aren't priced like it's an asset that's going to live forever. Because everybody out there, some of the biggest accounts on crypto Twitter, a lot of them probably are going to see their accounts go bye-bye too, are telling you they're dead and never coming back and never going to reach the heights they were before. 30 bill Was it 130 bill or so? Was that their peak? I think it was somewhere around there. And we're going to smoke that in the next 5-ish years at some point. At some point, that's going to happen. And people don't believe it. Most people, actually, I'm kind of curious who here believes that. Who here thinks that meme coins that we saw the top? Can I do a poll? Yeah, I got to do a poll. If there's ever a poll to do, this is the one. This is it. Yeah. The question isn't going to be, are they going to die or not die? It's going to be, do they hit the heights that they hit before? So, okay. Poll. Fuck, I haven't done a poll in a minute here. Man, I'm curious what way you guys are going to go. Okay. Will meme coins hit higher? Let's go total market cap over 200 bill. Let's do that. You're betting on you're voting on, do we get an all-time high with meme coins or not? That's what it is. All right. Why does he think they'll never die? Actually, hang on. Was this take, do they die or not? Or yeah, his take is not about the value, the price, whatever. It's about, do they die or not? But I think you could argue they're dead now. Or especially a couple months ago, you could argue they were dead then. But it's a whole different thing to say they're going to be bigger than before. More money will be thrown at it than before. Worth more, all that. And they are.
Meme coins. And the more that I watch this Robinhood.
When you listen to this, you're going to hear him talk about NFTs. And I'm going to chime in then, especially because Thread Guy doesn't think NFTs are going to come back. And smart guy, but nobody bats 1,000, and he's 100% wrong on NFTs. 100% wrong. And he argues why as he's arguing for meme coins. So,
chain play out. The more that I sit here and I find myself just laughing at how it's playing out. And I think back to every on-chain activity that has brought crypto people on-chain and convinced them to be active and to spend their hard-earned money. And every single time it's been meme coins. It's been meme coins. And I have 4 examples. And I don't even hold, at this point stage, I hold no memes. But I am just a trader and a market commentator, and I'm just looking at what's happening. And all I can tell you is what I see. I'm like, I told you, I'm like a bird. I gather a bunch of worms, and I spit it back out on everybody.
Nice.
The 4 times in recent memory I can think about, I wasn't here for 2017 ICOs. I don't really count that. The 4 times in recent memory I can think about mass onboarding events or like mass trading moments in crypto is DeFi Summer, Food Farms, meme coins, NFTs, Justin Bieber rocking a Bored Ape, Bored Ape's $500,000 floor, crypto punks, every celebrity in the world rocking an NFT.
The good old days, man.
I think of 2024 as a year, Pump Fund in the summer, AI coins after. You could say Trump and how big Moonshot got, but that is what it is. And then I don't know if you want to count this, but for the sake of the conversation, I'm going to count it. Robinhood chain.
Hang on. Does the poll show up? Like, is it showing? For me, I only have the option to vote no. I don't have a yes option. What the fuck, poll? It might just be me. It's probably just me. Come on. And you got to have yes. Somebody voted yes because 75% no. 70. Okay. I don't know how many people voted, probably just a few. But 75, 80% of you think that we are not going to see an all-time high for meme coins, but 200 bill plus. Wow. Oh, dude, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. You're
And the fun
You're almost, look, the poll doesn't match the comment here. Maybe I should do a different, whatever. No, I like it. It doesn't match the comment here, but I'm going to take that a little bit as in people think meme coins are not going to come back. I'll take it a little bit like that. This is super bullish, man.
funniest thing to me is Coinbase in 2023 and Robinhood in 2026. Okay, the two biggest crypto exchange in the world, or biggest retail crypto exchange in the world, and biggest retail stock exchange broker in the world. Coinbase is massive. Robinhood has 26 million funded accounts. In both instances, they come out with their corporate chain and say, we want to do tokenized mortgages, RWAs. We're doing tokenized whatever. Nobody cares. And the only thing that can convince people to care is meme coins. Base has this huge corpo strategy to do this, that, bring everybody on chain, read, write, own. Okay, we're going to tokenize everything. We're going to tokenize everything. We're going to tokenize tweets. We're going to tokenize memes. We're going to tokenize videos. We're going to everything. Creator coins. We're doing meme coins on Base. Robinhood, same thing. Maybe Robinhood will be able to figure out what the RWAs, but they're going to do the exact same thing. And, Ansem had this really good tweet because I was having this discussion with Rasmer, and Rasmer brought up this.
This is long, but we're gonna do the whole thing. It gets to some juicier bits here. I like Gravity. I like the take. The signs are there. The signs are there that regardless of what is really behind them, that people still have to throw money at them. They have to. It's not a great sign either, by the way, but they have to because it's the only way you can change your life. It's kind of crazy, but it's reality. Nunya, what's up, man? Solana is meme coin central, not Base. Yeah, truth, dude. As much as Base wants to be part of that whole thing, it's not it, man.
Video from Ash Robin. Okay. And Ash Robin was complaining about meme coins, and he basically said that retail doesn't want to be forced to have to buy and sell and flip every 2 minutes. Retail wants to buy a meme coin that they can hold, not look at for a week, and then they can come back to it.
They'll get it.
And that may be what you say, but what people say and how people vote with their money in their wallet is completely different. Because how people vote is somebody like Brez Scales buys $100,000 of Ansem, makes $50,000 over a couple days, and the next thing you know, he's buying 100K runners on chain. He's buying 200K coins on Robinhood. He's buying 250K coins, flipping it for 20% profit, and he's out. He's buying coins. He's actively trading. Because in my opinion, people treat this like social media. Think about it. Why would someone's attention span for their finances be long dated and be months out and be patient when everything else in their life is short form video? Why would how you treat your finances be any different than how you treat your social media, than how you treat your phone addiction, than how you treat like how you consume content? It's the exact same. It's short form video. And so Ansem had this really good post.
This is good. This is really good.
Which is, when you think about the average person in society, this makes sense. People spend 4 to 6 hours a day on TikTok, Instagram, and X. How many hours did people spend in their banking app? Maybe 5 minutes. How much time do you spend in your bank? I check my bank like once every 4 days. I don't even check my bank. I don't even check my bank. Dogecoin went so high because it attracted a set of buyers who were simply never going to buy stocks, but they would buy a meme coin attached to a person that they know and a meme that they can relate to, and also attracted large funds who started trading it once it was big enough to make money on. Once an asset reaches escape velocity, it becomes tradable for a much larger set of individuals. Boomers don't like meme coins because they don't understand how much the younger generation relates to memes, culture, content on the internet. But crypto is very unique in that tokenization is one of the only ways people can speculate on these societal trends. The next unlock will be, how do you convert this kinetic energy, I said that the other day, of attention from retail speculators and turn it into something that generates long-term value outside of just the pure meme being popular. And so
did he mention the Rasmer thing, dude? I heard him talk about Ash. I didn't hear him talk about Rasmer. I didn't hear that at all. But hang on, a quick thought here. Yo, what's up, man? Good to see you. Brain rot culture that pump meme coins is dying, but people will always gamble on them, maybe not to the highs. The thing is, as much as I believe meme coins will hit like the opposite of that take, higher than before, right? There's a part of me that thinks you're totally spot on with the brain rot culture dying. Like we've talked about this here a little bit too, right? That like younger generation is starting to reject the digital stuff. They're starting to like reject it. You see what they're doing with AI. You see how they've kind of mostly reject crypto. They kind of do. And my daughter's got a digital camera, like still digital, right? But she wanted it not on her phone, right? There's a thing that's happening here where people are trying to unplug more because what we've done and try to gamify everything and financialize everything is like really turn people off. Like that is a little worry of mine that that's a bigger thing than people like realize right now. I don't know that that's the case. I don't know that that's how it plays out. But like the signs are there that there could be some like mass kind of thing that happens where everybody's just like, fuck this. I'm unplugging. I'm done. I'm going to go live out in, the middle of the middle of the forest and like I done with digital stuff, not participating anymore. There's like a little element of that happening a little bit. It's not actually a little. It's like it's happening. It's just, does that stop? Does that continues to snowball? That kills a lot of this. I'm not convinced it continues, but I think about that for sure. Dude, this is like part of what's so kind of important about meme coins. Like, man, at their core, they're really fucking important and they're really interesting. They do something that kind of matters, right? It's all here. Where is it here? It captures, right? Like meme coins, they're so stupid, right? But they capture attention and they capture energy, and nobody's figured out what to do with it. You can't, like, nobody can deny that's what they do. They do. Like, forget all the crime stuff, forget all the manipulated coins and all that stuff, which is pretty much all of it. Forget all that. Like, meme coins, NFTs, all these like assets people are trading capture attention. You've captured that energy in this moment. You tokenized it. What the fuck do you do with it? Can you do something with it? You can direct people's attention to the next thing. And if you're smart and know what to do with it, well, you capitalize on it. But like, you can't deny that they work like that. That's at their core what they are. It's attention tokenized. I believe, maybe because I want to believe, but that there's something that can come next after that actually matters. Because right now, back to Gravity's point, it doesn't matter. There's nothing under it. That attention is gone in an instant. That's, human beings. That's our brains. But it's still there and it's real and it's captured now on chain. That moment's there forever. You can see it. I mean, shit, meme coins are a prediction market in a way, right? They are. But that's real.
I just sit here and I think to myself, I've been in crypto since 2021. Full-time crypto since 2021. I've basically seen every attempt at innovation, at growth.
That's a big signal. The thing that Belmont Kane's talking about right there, that's a new part of the future too, whether it's music, movies, whatever. A lot of things out there. Well, I think meme coins are going to reach new heights as a whole, right? Total cumulative market cap, bigger. And the same with movies and the same with music, but it's not in the same way. It's not going to be because of blockbusters and like the biggest rock star and, that kind of stuff, right? It's going to be lots of smaller ones, but more than ever. And it's going to be a lot like what happened with Backrooms and Obsession and these, it's been going on in music forever with the, those independent streaming music sites, right? Smaller artists we've never heard of that are doing better than any, mainstream artists used to 20 years ago. New normal thing. And it's kind of awesome.
At every launch, every vertical that's ever happened in crypto. And the thing that people come back to every single time is meme coins, which is hilarious in itself. But then one step further, name a product other than an exchange and a DeFi swap that's made it multi-cycle. Pump Fun is about to go multi-cycle.
Yep.
Like over a long period of time, and arguably suffered the worst drawdown and death in its respected industry of its respected vertical as any product. Like, what speculative product has made it multi-cycle? That's it. DeFi swaps, Aave, Uniswap, and exchanges. Coinbase, Binance, Bybit. It's the exchanges and DeFi. That's it. Everything else, NFTs did not make it multi-cycle. Like, sure, they still exist, but they didn't make it with any meaningful type of volume.
He's not wrong. Also, it's a weird thing to compare, right? He's comparing a token standard kind of to like a platform protocol, whatever. OpenSea has survived now or will survive multi-cycle, and they're still making money. Smaller, it's a smaller thing compared to everything happening. Well, on Pump Fun, at least he'll give some numbers here in a minute, but keep listening to the way, because I think he's getting to it. The way he talks about meme coins and the way people flock back to him. And you guys who are plugged in and you pay attention to NFTs know that the exact same thing happens to NFTs every single time the market pumps. Every single time, to way lesser degrees. But every time the market pumps, so do NFTs. And anytime it gigapumps, and we've gotten a few of those, NFTs kind of follow the same thing. And there will be a time where meme coins aren't the hot, trendy, cool fucking thing. It's going to flip and it'll be NFTs are that. At the same time, people go and do what humans do, chase shit because they got money. But just listen to what he's saying and just use your own brain and what you've seen, your own experience. You're like, they do the exact same thing with NFTs.
Like, when the market picks up again, no one's buying NFTs at any level. Nobody's buying NFTs.
It's not true.
DeFi, I don't even really know if it counts. Yeah, bridges. No company that makes money has made it multiple cycles. Uniswap has forever had zero revenue. These companies make no money. Pump Fund is the thing that's made it multi-cycle. Okay. And I just can't help but think the right tail of Pump Fund's permanence in finance is pretty underpriced. Like, what is that worth, right? The idea that...
Let me just show real quick. Again, there's way smaller examples compared to meme coins for sure. But in NFTs, we'll go from... I can go back further and show tons of examples, but we'll go from like, this is weekly volume. We'll go from like 50, 60 mil in weekly volume to 100, 150, right? We're going to do that again now. We're down to, here's 40 mil earlier in the year. Right now we're down to in the 30s to 40 mil for weekly volume. When things get hot again, it's going to go up to 100, 150, 200 mil, right? It happens in NFTs the exact same way that it happens in meme coins, just way smaller, way smaller. But it happens. Here's last year. You'll see it all the time, you know? Like, things cool off. We're down at this point. The lows are still higher than now, right? But 70, 80 mil, right? And then runs up to 1.5 mil. 150 mil, 236 mil, 275. The same thing happens. Same thing happens. And it's just a sign. Again, it's just a sign. Just like meme coins will never die. NFTs will never die. They are not... Depends what you call dead. NFTs are as dead as meme coins are dead. Way lower than before, still there.
It's never going to die. Like, think about the premium Hyperliquid gets on the market, because people know the TAM it's going after is huge, and they know it's not going to die. It gets this multiple that Pump Fund just does not get, because people know it's not going to die. And I don't think people really realize that with Pump, right? Like, that is not consensus that Pump Fund's not going to die. I think consensus is that Pump has already died and it's never coming back.
Yes.
But they still do $1 million a day.
I would love to see OpenSea's daily revenue, which can we look at DeFi Llama for that? I think we could look there. Again, everything he's saying about Pump Fund, meme coins, all that stuff, it's the exact same thing about NFTs, and it's the exact same thing. Let me keep playing it. I'm going to look for OpenSea daily rev. Probably on Dune.
But the thing about it, as it relates to meme coins, that sort of gets my antenna up and gets me thinking, gets me excited, is that the second there is activity on chain again and people are buying crypto, they go straight to meme coins. And at first it was a bit like, you fucking idiots, at least let Bitcoin pump 10% before you start slamming Pepe, and before you start slamming Fartcoin, before you start slamming new pairs. Like, at least let Bitcoin break 65K. At first, it's a bit, and then it happens again, and then it happens again, and then again, and again, and again, and every pump, people let Bitcoin run like $500, and then they start slamming memes. And then you have to think to yourself, okay, wait, is this activity that you can change, or is this just the way that things are going to work from this point forward? And you got to think to yourself, this is just the way things are going to work from this point forward. Majors start running and people start slamming memes.
Probably a dumb place to pause it, but let's I think I found it. Let's peek at it. It's not going to be much. Trying to 10 go. Wait. Who, what? Okay, hang on. Daily revenue. This is gonna look sad. Okay. Yeah, I mean, dude, this is probably not helping my case much. It's probably not helping my case much. $4,500 a day. Let's say $4,000 to $6,000 a day. So let's go monthly. I mean, you know what? Like, I'm sorry. I know it's not much. June they made 200,000. May they made 365,000. Let's say 2 to 300K. January almost $500,000. December 400K. November 640K. Not much. October 2.8 mil. Oh, this is when people were farming stuff. It's not much, but it's not dead. You can call it dead. No, I'll call it dead. I don't mind calling it dead. The same way if people are calling meme coins dead, I this is dead. This is dead compared to where it was. Dude, they used to make 60, 80 mil a month. At their peak, think about that too, though. At their peak, they were only making about double what Pump Fund is making. Like now with Pump Fund dead. Like Pump Fund dead, making $1 million a day, 30 mil a month, At its peak, OpenSea was earning, kind of just double that. At its peak, way more than double that. Four times more. 5 times more. I'm not going to math right now. Very, very fucking dead, but people still buying. I wonder if OpenSea ever could. Now, this is obvious. I was going to say ever could go bye-bye. Of course it could. Would love to see more like the DGOTS kind of thing. I would love to see these marketplace, NFT projects, just your own marketplace. That's it. That's it. Would be awesome. Now, this doesn't include, not that there's any ordinals volume right now, but this doesn't include any ordinals volume because they don't have ordinals. It doesn't include Solana NFTs. Again, no volume, but includes nothing. Hang on. I'm shocked no one has moved into Ordinals Marketplace. Yeah, Gravity. Yeah. Think about that. Think that it's a great point, Gravity. How could you the cost to build out that infrastructure and then maintain it? I don't think you can't. I mean, you can't. I don't think you can afford it. You know what I mean? I don't know that you can keep that shit running for what they're making. But I think they're going to do it at some point. And we got a lot of TG left, which is good.
That's just that is the behavior I have witnessed over the last year since 1010. That is the behavior I've witnessed. The second there is any uptick in anything, all of a sudden it's like a locust swarm on chain. Is it good for the world? Is it bad for the world? I don't know. And so I think that this meme coin concept plays into like societal trends and social trends more than it gets credit for. Okay, because I think that there's this evolution that's happening in the world where followers and the meaning of a follower has sort of been commoditized. And I think we're going to enter a new era of this. So I said at the beginning of the stream, I remember when being a hot girl and having 100,000 followers on Instagram was a massive flex. It was a really big deal. It puts you in this like elite hierarchy of I'm an Instagram model. It's like, whoa, I'm an Instagram model. It's kind of akin to when there was like Vogue models, and then now all of a sudden everyone starts calling themselves a model, and it just means like I have an OnlyFans. It means I'm a model, right? And so there was this stage where if you had 100K followers on Instagram, you were seen as this like elitist, high status, like luxury, like woman. And over the last 10 years of the AI algorithm, one thing led to another, led to another, where all of a sudden there's like 1 million girls that have 100,000 followers. Okay, I saw this girl take this video of the World Cup stadium. There's 100,000 people in the stadium at this World Cup game, and she says, "But what do you mean? More people follow me than people in this arena?" And I'm just like, what does that even mean? Who are everyone has it. Everyone has it. Think about how many people have 100K on TikTok. Everybody has 100K on TikTok. All of them have 100K on TikTok. It means nothing. It absolutely means nothing. When there's 1 million people that have 100,000 followers, it means nothing. Okay? That's called having clout. Clout does not value motion. And when we're in an era where every hot girl has 100,000 followers, like millions of girls have 100,000 followers on Instagram, what is the deciding factor to gauge whose followers are more important than the other? There's only one metric, and it's how many people and how much capital can you convince to buy the same meme coin. Meme coin is a figurative term for stock, seed round, investment, asset, whatever. That is the only metric that matters when everybody has hundreds of thousands of followers. When the whole world has 100,000 followers, they mean nothing.
It's so funny. It's so funny because it's true. Like, what does it matter and what is it worth? It doesn't matter at all, and it's not worth fucking anything without the trust thing. Actually, kind of it all boils down to trust. This is why I was talking with Henry, I think maybe on stream yesterday, but I've told him, behind the scenes too. I'm like, dude, Dumpster makes it. The protocol's great, but I'm like, Dumpster makes or breaks with you. And it does that because people trust you. That's all it is, because people trust you. The end. It's going to boil down to the trust thing, and I don't think there's a solution for that on chain as far as, followers doesn't equal trust, but there's some other way to measure it somehow. Right now, it's money. Do people trust you enough to follow you into an investment or a meme coin or whatever, right? Money's like the trust signal right now. It's fucking interesting, the world we're heading into, man. Yeah, dude, I love it.
There's no differentiator from anyone in the stack. 101K versus 99K, it's all the same thing. The only marginal value is how many people and how much capital can you coordinate to slam into the same asset, okay? And this, in my opinion, is this is where the world is headed. Followers don't matter. Engagement doesn't matter. Who follows you? Like, which rich people follow you? And how much money can you convince to buy an asset?
It's funny, dude, because this goes so much deeper than that, too. It goes into, like, world leaders and stuff. Like, the next generation of, like, politician, world leaders, countries, whatever, will be born digital. It's Mr. Beast will be president. It's going to get so much weirder. It's going to get so much weirder. And I have no idea what it looks like exactly. It looks like what I just said. But goddamn, it's gonna get real weird. Unless everybody unplugs,
Okay. That's the only thing that matters in the post-AI algorithm world a decade in. And I think,
dude, hang on, I just gotta throw this up real quick. That reminds me. Talking politicians, okay. Don't laugh. You will. It's okay to laugh. It's not okay to laugh. Somebody like this is this person will get elected. This person's not going to get elected, but somebody like this is going to get elected. We will have meme candidates. We already have meme candidates. I mean, come on, it's Donald Trump as a meme candidate. Right? We've got multiple meme candidates. What's the Mandami guy? Do I say that right? He's a meme candidate in a way, right? He's a reaction, right? We are going to get way more extreme meme candidates, people who are like just a fuck you vote. We're going to get way more meme candidates, and they'll get they'll get strange, right? I'm not saying that about, him, her, like I'm not. We're going to get like full on a candidate who has no business, being in office, even though I think, some branches, that's how it's supposed to be, just random person. It should be a normal person, but like we are going to get a full on what the fuck candidate. And like this just reminds me of that. I only bring this up because her answers or what, I don't give a shit. The answer to the question's insane. The answer to the question is like, well, they ask, what's your qualifications? And the qualifications are fucking insane.
Ashley Webb, what qualifications do you have to serve in the U.S. Senate?
Oh, I ran for office several times. Didn't win, but I did run. And then I'm a songwriter, and then I write my own books. And then I suppose my transparency, I wouldn't lie to the people, and I wouldn't deceive the people like we're being deceived right now. Like,
it's ironic, kind of,
we get lied to, smoke and mirrors, like what's going on with ICE, pretending like these victims did something wrong. Like, that's unacceptable. And I suppose the biggest thing is, like, I'm just an angry citizen now.
All that, whatever. Like, point there is, like, right, not qualified. You could argue not qualified. But if people think the video's funny enough or weird enough or what, like, right, if people feel a certain way about it, they are going to meme somebody like this into office one day. I'm here for it. Dude, yeah, awesome. Fucking awesome. That's where we're heading. That's what Donald Trump is. But it's going to... dude, mine too. Actually, serious. That's what would get me to vote for the first time in 14 years. We're going to get a like, not a Donald Trump meme candidate. We'll get like a pure fucking just a meme. It's going to get so weird. Mr. Beast is going to be... Everyone agree there? By the way, I need to check the poll. Does everyone agree Mr. Beast is going to be president? I need to listen to him. He was on Joe Rogan, I think, yesterday or day before or whatever. He's going to be president. 1,000%. Only way that doesn't happen, it's going to, but the only way that doesn't happen is if somebody else comes out in the next 10 years and follows the same path, like, biggest person on YouTube or whatever the new platform is, somebody else at that level, right? Somebody else could come in and run against him, and then it's like, internet dude versus internet dude or girl or whatever, right? That's the only way. Otherwise, he's going to be president. I'd probably vote for him. Like, I think he might be awesome. Like, that shit is coming. That shit is coming. Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, that's coming. It's going to be full on. Like, that's the importance of having the follower account, but the trust. That's what that is. It kind of ties into what Thread Guy's talking about. It's going to be both, but it's going to be born online, but like has the trust where people throw their money and coming up their vote behind you for things that like are consequential. That's how you measure it. So looking at the poll, I can't see how many people voted. 62% think no. And again, the poll isn't are meme coins dead or alive. It's do they hit a new high? 62% think no. That's actually like lower than I thought. I think Mr. Beast would. I think Mr. Beast would do a pretty damn good job. But it's funny, you feel him getting polished, and he's been like that for years. But you can feel, dude, when you get to that level and you start playing that game he's playing, and again, he's deep in it, he's experienced in the game, you start losing your humanity a little bit. You don't mean to, but it's just what that thing does to you. If you navigate that system and you play that game, it changes you. And it forces you to do shit that it forces you to be different. It does. But I think he'd probably be really good. He'd probably be decent.
I think that the world is going to start to look a lot more like Ansem has a coin and Duval has a coin and everybody has a coin, or they have a stock, whatever, like the same thing.
Yeah.
Like Ansem has Ansem coin, Michael Burry has Adobe. Like everyone has Gavin Baker has SK Hynix. Like everyone has their thing. Okay. Capital Flows has Hyperliquid. Everyone has their thing.
They'll have multiple.
That they siphon all of their social capital into to try to convince people to buy. And the ones that bink and hit are going to be extremely popular. And it's going to be this cascading effect where they have more social financial capital backing them, and the ones that miss are going to like fade into irrelevancy until they hit a new one.
Yep.
And I sort of think I'm like preparing for this world where that is the new age metric of followers, is how much money can you convince to buy a singular asset.
Yes.
That's where we're headed. And I think you saw this a little bit with like a GME type of situation. I think GME revealed to the world that these animal spirits.
It's funny too, because in a way that's like, why are people going to spend money if it's going to benefit them, make their life better, make them money? You know what I mean? That's kind of why people vote for a president too. Mostly, I think people like still with that kind of thing, play the long game. And if you're a parent, you're like, this is going to be better for my kids, or this will be better for the next generation. There's still a bit of that too. It's a more long-term investment. It's not necessarily in you, but it's kind of what you do. Yeah, it's kind of what you do when you vote too. So he's right as far as, will people vote with their wallet or will people vote with their just vote? But it has to be something that's like consequential. But that's the metric.
Are in everybody. I think sports betting is revealed to the world, to these animal spirits are with everybody, and it needs to come out. The problem is most people don't have the education to find the thing to allow it to come out. Like they don't really know where to put it, where to allocate it. And so I strongly, you may say most people can't afford to give a fuck about stocks or crypto, but most people spend every waking second thinking about money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most people in the world, like the vast majority of people, spend every waking second thinking about money. Whether that's, how am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to get dinner tonight? Where am I going to get this job? How am I going to get this house? Like most people spend all day thinking about money because they don't have any. And if you don't have money and you're thinking about money, you're thinking about where's my lick? Where's my lick? Where's my lick? Where's my lick? And so I think in a lot of ways, this is going to manifest itself in parabolic asset pumps. Almost Murad mode. Like Murad was so early and so right. He was just like a little bit, maybe picked the wrong asset. I think it's going to manifest himself in a world where everybody has an asset. Everyone has a coin. And whether that's a coin, whether that's a stock, whether that's a car, whatever, they're gonna have a speculative asset, and everyone is going to be trying to weaponize attention to speculate on their speculative asset.
Yeah, Murad is right. And the thread guy might be right. He picked the wrong coin, but you have, for what he's doing, and he's doing that partially to build an audience, but he's also building an audience to build the coin, right? It's they go together. But Murad is right that meme coins aren't going to die. They're going to get bigger than ever, all that stuff. Similar to me with NFTs, going to be bigger than ever. The whole thing's going to pump, and I pick some assets for fun because if I believe that, well, I'd like to be on the leading edge of it, and so I try to pick which ones I think are going to maybe win the most. But it's not a definite which ones I've picked, for sure, other than V1 Punks. That's the only definite. Everything I've picked, which is probably like 10 NFTs, V1 Punks are the only one that definitely will do really fucking well in the next 10 years, 5 years. That's the only one that definitely will. But I know for sure the whole NFT thing is going to explode again. But it's like, which one? For the same reason he's talking about whatever he just said. All this stuff is going to pump, like giga pump. Which one? At the right time, it doesn't matter which one. All of it.
A speculative asset. Again. And everyone is going to be trying to weaponize attention to speculate on their speculative asset. I think this is where we're going. Followers mean nothing. It means nothing. Who is this girl that has 3 million followers? Who is this girl that is so important that she has 3 million followers on Instagram and Gavin Baker has only 250,000? Is she more valuable to the world than Gavin Baker?
I love this comment, by the way, from Gravity, because he's right. But I'm just like Thread Guy too. And it sucks. And the trap, this is the trap, dude. I'm in the trap. I'm deep in the fucking trap. You know, like those like Vietnam fucking pits dug out with the spikes. So I'm like impaled by the spikes. It sucks, dude. All day. Think about money all day. It is the bankruptcy of a life experience. There's more to life than money. I think about money all day because I want to make money so then I don't ever have to think about money again. It's the trap. And I bet most of us do it. We are trying so fucking hard to make money so we don't have to think about it again because we're fucking tired of thinking about money. And that's why meme coins are the escape. It's so crazy. The only way I can stop thinking about money is if I play meme coins. It's the craziest thing, but it's like the realest thing too. Crazy. I think kids are getting smarter and playing actual stocks. They are. They are. So Bob, this is where we get to the percentage thing. This is like totally right. Totally right. Totally right. Kids are getting smarter. They are gonna, dude. They're really mature. My son is so mature, right? And he's still a kid and does stupid shit, right? But he's really mature. They're getting smarter. They're really smart, dude. They're really. It's dude. It's the guitar example too. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you got the one kid in town who could play a guitar. And then fast forward after the internet and YouTube videos that teach everybody how to play. Everyone who plays guitar is phenomenal at guitar. Like the whole world leveled up their, abilities. Just that's how it goes. Same thing with like just knowledge. All the kids are smarter. They're all just smarter. The ones who want to be are, and there's a lot of them. And they play stocks. And then those stocks are coming on chain. A small percent of them will get degen. Small percentage of them are fucked in the head like us, and they're gonna come play the meme coin thing. They're gonna come gamble. It's just a percentage thing, and some of them are gonna be really rich. And when the market sucks like it does now, yet people are making money, but the market sucks, and we go back to there's only $5-10 million being cycled through here daily. It doesn't take many of them to change the market. It takes one of them with a lot of money to change one of them comes in and throws a few million in, that changes the market on this day. One person with a few mil thrown into this market, you feel it in the market, you feel it in the trenches. And then all of a sudden, over the next decade, you have hundreds of them come in and really thousands of them. And when things get crazy, tens of thousands coming. It's coming, dude. It's coming. It is unavoidable. There is no, dude. It only doesn't happen if humans don't exist. If we don't have like a solar fucking flare that wipes out everything. You know what I mean? Like that's the only way that doesn't happen. It's like a definite. The rush is going to come back bigger than before, with more money than before, and there's nobody here right now. There's zero chance the 1% chance it doesn't happen is humans are wiped out. Yeah, we got to peek at dumpster. Yeah, we need to do that. Sorry, dude. You're the goat, Atari. Heat death inevitable? Yeah. Oh, hang on. Just look at who spends all day, every day at a casino or horse track. They are destroyed. 99% of the population knows better. Get a job, build a future, experience life. It's boomer talk, Gravity. And I'm with you. You're right. But remember, we're trying to play this game where we try to get ahead of the 99%. You know what I mean? Like some people are built different, are going to do exactly that. Most people are not. Most people aren't built like that, and they're going to go chase this stuff. We can try to change them, or we can try to just, boy, this will sound shitty. We can try to change them, or we can just take advantage of what we know they're going to do. I don't mean take advantage of them, but I just mean take advantage of you knowing exactly what they're going to do. Take advantage of the situation. And it's just get ahead of them. I know what they're going to do. And they're not going to do what you're saying. They're not going to get a job, or they're not going to build a future, and they're not going to experience life. They're stuck. I know what those people who are stuck and are going to do and do all of that. I know what they're going to do. I've been there. I still got one foot in that side of things. So I know it well. And you do too. All you guys do. You know exactly who those people are, and you know exactly what they do. And you're gonna, not purposefully, well, maybe purposely, you're gonna take their money. And that's okay. They want to give it to you. To be honest, they want to. It's all there for the taking. Yeah. Belmont Kane, did you watch Odyssey yet? I can't shake that goddamn movie, dude.
Probably not. Does her circle have more money than Gavin Baker's circle? Absolutely not. So why is she getting more views than the All In podcast? It's like these numbers don't mean anything. What if everyone has views? There needs to be a determining factor to put a value on the view. And so I think we get to a stage where you people are going to be putting Dollar signs next to views. Dollar signs next to views. This is how it's going to work, I think. And the way that that's going to like unleash itself into the world is going to be in like parabolic speculative pumps. Crazy GCR tweet. It's like a year old.
I just can't find anywhere he's wrong. I just can't. Yeah, I can't think of anywhere he's wrong. Or what's
5 years old. You were hustled. This would be a DeFi bull cycle and bought inflationary governance tokens with endless unlocks. Retail never understood collateralized lending Ponzi's. You should have watched more BitBoy and you would have understood. They just wanted to buy dog stocks. It's like this is where I think that we are heading, and I have accepted, and I've accepted it with a deep humor and sense of irony that meme coins are going to have a extremely significant role in modern finance.
He's so right, dude. Never going to die, only going to get bigger, only going to get more ridiculous, only going to hurt more people, only going to change a few people's lives. But those few people, more and more of them, again, as more people come in, it's the percentage thing. It's just more people, but the odds don't change. The odds don't change with it. It's mostly dead, man. Yeah, it feels like it's mostly dead. It's got, I think we looked at it, like 30% chance of passing. It's mostly dead, and they're trying to make this final push, but it doesn't feel like it's going to happen.
If they didn't go after 1010, they're just not going to go. And so I get a deep kick of humor out of people coming onto Twitter and saying, you know, cool, Robinhood could be interesting, but they're wrong in the meme coin thing. It's like, no, who's wrong? What's wrong? What does that mean? Who's wrong? Everyone's trading it. Who's wrong? Are the 100,000 wallets that just bridged, they're wrong? Who's wrong? What does that mean to be wrong in this stage? 100,000 wallets bridged to Robinhood and start slamming meme coins. Who's wrong? Who's wrong? And so I really don't think of this as if it's, you know, the take I want to get across as well is that I don't think it's nihilistic. I don't look at this in like a depressing lens. This does not make me feel existential dread.
Dude, I agree with that. Well, hang on. I think I agree with that. I do, and then all of a sudden I'm like, but I also like the Wild West. By the way, I would love to do that. You're probably just talking shit, but I would love to just do that. Eventually the government will need to regulate and ban the criminality in meme coins and Web3. Yeah, I mean, I can't argue that. And it'd be great for the space because you see what happened on Solana once, you know, the fraudsters came in and you know, spun their web throughout it, and they catch everything, you know? Like, you don't trade anything without it passing through them now. And then you see on Robinhood, before they got a chance to set up their infrastructure and schemes, and they did it pretty quickly, I think they are setting it up pretty quickly, but like, you see what happens when you get some stuff that maybe is more organic. Maybe. It would be great to get this shitty stuff out and just let stuff run kind of organically. At some point it happens. Maybe not. Yeah.
If anything, I feel this deep level of gratitude that we have fried our brains in crypto for this long, that we have been able to see forward and like pattern match to see where things are headed. That to me is really the most, that to me is so valuable. That we have been able to get this far and we could see ahead. And so I was going to do this whole like pump fun deep dive on unlocks and like when I'm a buyer and when I'm a trader. I don't have time. The stock market's about to open. And so what I'll say to you separately, or what I'll say to myself separately, is I think it's deeply underpriced, the permanence of meme coins in finance. Forget crypto, in finance.
Fucking facts.
And even outside of, when I say meme coins too, I mean literal meme coins, but I also mean, you know,
memeable
1000x
and all that
ratios, speculative bubbles on assets, cult-like followings around founders. Like, it's deeper than just a meme coin that does nothing. And I think it's deeply underpriced on the right tail of it not going anywhere, because it's really almost impossible to price. Like, what do you price? If you believe what I'm saying. Like, I believe it. What do you buy? Why I haven't bought anything? Because I don't really know.
He's saying influencers are undervalued too. Real ones, not just the ones who, again, good at engagement. That's not what they're looking for. Influencers who influence you to spend money are undervalued, which Thread Guy's undervalued. He's kind of like he's shilling himself here. But that's kind of what it boils down to. And I think he's right. I think he's right. When you've got like an individual person like Ansem who on a tweet and his reputation and all that good stuff can cause millions and millions of dollars to be moved. Like, what's the value of that? I don't know that there's a ceiling for that. And because there's not a ceiling for it, I don't think you've tested. I don't think no ceiling, price discovery on that stuff. And we haven't hit price discovery mode on that stuff because people haven't figured out what he's saying here. But when they do price discovery mode on the assets and the people, and it gets way stupider than anything we've seen. And we've seen stupid, man. We've seen real stupid, right? Yeah, I paused him. But it's going to get stupid.
These things maybe they only realize in GME type of like moments, and there's no way to front run it. I don't really know. I don't really know how it realizes, and if it's a literal meme coin, if it's the idea of things trading like meme coins. I don't really know how you price it. How do you price a cult? How do you front run a cult? I'm not really sure it's possible, but what I do know is that I think rather than people getting mad at the Robinhood chain and saying they're wrong for doing, people are wrong and idiots for caring about meme coins. I would ask you, like, at what stage do you fade human behavior? Everyone says they don't want meme coins or, to speculate on garbage, but then their wallet votes otherwise. And so who's wrong? What does it mean to be wrong? What's truth? What I say is truth. What you say is truth. Truth is what's truth? What is wrong? What does it mean to be wrong? And at what point are you like, yeah, maybe it's not going to go anywhere?
That's fucking awesome. I love that he said the human behavior thing because that's all we talk about here. That's all I care. That's all I bet on. And it's why I bet. And it's why I stay in this thing because I get humans and I know what they're going to do. And I'll bet 1,000 on something like that, just knowing long-term what humans are going to do. And 1,000% sure they're going to flood back to NFTs, meme coins too. But aside from that, they're going to flood back to NFTs because NFTs will get cool again. They will get cool again. And the celebs will rock them again. And the prices will get stupid again. And the collectibles at that point are going to be like these finely aged wines. They've sat there for a while. They've appreciated. More people appreciate them. And more people have more money than they've ever had before. Thank you, AI and robots. And they're going to just dump it in here. I love that he said human behavior. It's just, that's what it comes down. That's how you play meme coins. Actually, speaking of that, I got a post from Easy talking about how he measures meme coins. And it's basically human behavior. It's all this stuff is. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's like when Rogan was selling fleshlights for $1,000 in ads. No one understood the value. Yeah, yes, dude, yes. Okay, now there are products out there that are trying to solve this. Something on Base called like Pantheon. And this is something like Big Will is doing. I don't think it's going to get big, but maybe, because again, it is a solution to what he's talking about. Influencer, podcaster, whatever. They launch a token. Anyone they partner with that has a token, right? The partner gives token to the creator or influencer. They're staked for a year or two. So in theory, they appreciate, we know the coins don't actually do that, but in theory, they appreciate people who hold the influencer podcaster token get distributed those tokens too. They get some of them. So a cut of the partnership deals go to those people. To me, that was like kind of the idea of crypto at its purest, a way to share community, share in the success and rewards creator or project or business or whatever, and the people who believed in it early. That was like the dream of crypto that I thought that was going to be really possible. Kind of has happened, mostly hasn't happened. But like the at the core of what we thought crypto could be was that. And so there are some products out there trying to do it. I don't know if they make it, but yeah. Dude, right? Yeah, dude. And at some point goes higher. Like it's crazy. Hang on. Couldn't we have said the same thing during every other mania? Tulip bulbs, Beanie Babies, Cabbage Patch dolls. That we know human nature. Well, we knew human nature would go from the next thing to the next thing to the right. We knew there would be another thing. Like after Beanie Babies, we knew there would be another thing. We knew people would still go crazy about collectibles. Right? So it's not trying to pick the one asset, it's just to be here to get ahead of, to pick the next Beanie Baby. But I think we all know maybe all the current meme coins, maybe they're at their top, but doesn't change the fact that we're still going to hit all-time high, TVL, market cap, FDVU, however you want to measure it, across a whole new crop generation of meme coins. But yeah, the fact that there was I don't know what tulip bulbs are. I don't know if that's actually tulip bulb, but the fact there was a tulip bulb and a Beanie Baby and a Cabbage Patch doll and a Pokemon and then the next thing and the fact that keeps happening is why we know it'll happen again. And the fact that we only have more people who understand digital collectibles that are going to discover this or be old enough to actually like participate in this is like just yet another reason we know it's going to happen. We know it. Again, we're not guessing at it, right? Now we're not guessing at it. We know it's going to happen because it's what always happens. It's we human behavior. We know it, and we know it real fucking well. Yeah. Yeah. Tulip bulbs is a classic econ study of mania. Oh, okay. That's crazy. But yeah, I get it then. I can't wait till we get there, man. Yeah, no discs, no physical media. Actually, I got a little, RAM tweet I got to put up here. And NFTs fix a lot of, dude, I'm telling you, if you love NFTs and you are trying to win over normies, and it's real hard, right? And if you're trying to win over gamers and we know they hate this shit and it's impossible, there is a Trojan horse for NFTs. There is. And actually right now is probably the perfect time to bring that Trojan horse out. It's that PlayStation's going discless, right? They're killing off that. If you tell those people NFTs fix your problem, like you hate digital because you feel like you don't own the thing anymore, because you feel like they can take your license at any point, right? And that's why you hate. And I know people hate it too because they want a box in hand. They like the art thing. Like, oh, people love art. They just do. They love to hold something, but they love art. They like the experience. But you tell those people that you can do both. You can have the digital thing and you can actually own it. They can't take it from you. It's called an NFT. Like the Trojan horse is right here. I just feel like it's sitting out on the beach and we haven't loaded up in it yet, right? We're not sitting in that Trojan horse, just sitting out there and we're doing nothing. We didn't get in it. It's not going to work unless we get in it, right? But man, right now is the perfect time to push NFTs to gamers because I think that clicks a little different now. TG's right though, man. Like he's some good takes in there. Like, right? He's guy's right. I don't know about Jason. If you haven't clocked, if it still hasn't clicked to you, I think clicked, that we're going to see meme coins achieve billions of dollars in market cap again. You need to change your mentality. Yes, it's near impossible to be bullish at the bottom of the market. However, you need to make the impossible possible. Yeah, whatever. Agreed. Yes, dude. Yes. But gravity, but meme coins, okay, but you need to think of meme coins as just collectibles too, with a much shorter time span. Like a meme coin is just NFTs with utility are different from NFT that's just a PFP for fun, that's a community or whatever, right? Those NFTs that's just the PFP and community is the same as a meme coin. It's just attention right now, some people congregating around digital thing, and poof, nobody cares the next minute. So still the same thing. Doesn't fix that, but fixes, look, PlayStation took away the licensing rights of, it was something like 50, 100, 150 movies. It's something that, I think NFTs more help with like not cross platform, but carrying your collection forward, or maybe cross platforms too, right? But it's just your proof that you own the thing on any platform that will work with the thing. But yeah, if they kill the servers, doesn't do any good. So that's fair. That's why it's a fix for the gamers, but it's not It's not a complete fix for them. Mirage, right? There's so little money here, dude. It's crazy. Okay. The raccoon thing. Raccoon meme coin. What's the Jimothy? The Jimothy meme coin. We need to look at the market cap, but here's Easy's 3 things he looks for in a meme coin. Real obvious stuff, right? Is it a true meme? No one person can dictate its virality. Vitality. Do I think it'll be more viral tomorrow than it is today? Is it an actual meme, something popular pages and more people would talk about or post about outside of crypto Twitter? If it's a yes, you buy it. And Jimothy was that. Jimothy was definitely that. And Jimothy might be over too. Let's peek at Deck Screener. But it definitely checked those boxes. It's going to be tricky, dude, because, gamers reject AI. Anything with AI, they reject it. Also, the indie stuff, I thought that's exactly how it would go. And in a way, like indie gaming, indie gaming has taken over the gaming industry, but I think it's shifting away from that right now. I think it's starting to shift away. Like Microsoft is going to help incubate and fund indie games, but I don't think it's going to be like what it is right now. I just saw something that Xbox leadership hates Game Pass. And indie games are all over Game Pass, and so are some AAA games, but they hate it because it devalues the good shit. There's this big shift happening in gaming right now that's going to just go back to flight to quality, which is actually badass, but a push back to the AAA games and great experiences, maybe less of them. I think the indie stuff is going to start in gaming, at least. Music, nothing changes. Movies actually only going to grow, but in gaming, I think it's getting throttled a little bit here. I think. That said, there's a fucking hilarious trailer for like this airplane indie game. There's always going to be a place for it. But yeah, something's happening in the gaming industry right now with indie gaming. Jimothy's at 7.5 mil, which is not bad, but not where it was. But the raccoon's everywhere. And when he's talking about will people outside of crypto tweet it? Yeah, World of Warcraft tweeted it. Like tons of big names, brands have tweeted this thing. And then you get the derivative stuff, fucking hilarious on Pump Fun. On Pump Fun, a bounty. Somebody put a bounty on somebody to kill that. Somebody put a bounty to kill that raccoon. Are you kidding me, dude? That's amazing. It's not amazing. It's awful. But that's the funniest fucking thing I've seen all week. $5,000 bounty. It's not enough. That's not even going to pay for your. Hang on, we got to see if that. What can you increase the bounty? I don't want this to happen. Actually, they probably took that down because that probably goes against terms. But dude, I don't even use Pump Fun. I don't know how to find this thing. Well, Gravity again. Gravity's always got these good takes, good points. It is until Ansem just flipped the game on its head here. Suddenly liquidity is a question, and not the question of how much is there, and that's the value. Like to your point, that's the value of the token. All of a sudden, it's not. How do we find that coin? Is there a ticker in that thing? Dude, okay, it's probably not real. There's not even a link to the coin or whatever, right? That is the funniest thing I've seen. Okay. Oh, dude, that could be true then. Yeah. It is wild, so yeah. It's probably still against their terms, though, Okay, but the liquidity thing. Okay, Ansem changed everything because Ansem gamed the liquidity thing. As in, there wasn't much liquidity. Ansem is adding liquidity as is needed. When there's not much liquidity, you're telling people don't sell because you're not going to get as much for your coin, right? You're going to huge impact if you sell a whole bunch of token. You're going to get a fraction of what it's worth. But the longer you hold, I'll keep trickling liquidity into the LP. I'll keep adding to it. It's real smart, dude. It's really, really, really smart. And everyone's going to copy it. Everyone's going to copy it. Hot meme, launch it with low liquidity, which then it's hard to launch a hot meme if there's low liquidity. But right, there's going to be a way to game this stuff now. That's probably, I mean, can they automate that? Maybe that's already a thing, right? I'm not that hardcore with like the trenches, but can you like launch a coin where at milestones liquidity is added? Can you like, that's the next thing coming. So all of a sudden liquidity is not the perfect measure of this stuff either. Feel good raccoon story. Yeah, it's the raccoon meta for a week here. And then we got a dog. Is that a dog? A dog with the same condition? So, okay, you got to, someone's got to look for this Lily coin. If there's got to be a Lily coin. Dude, we're at 50 on the poll. 50% of people now think meme coins are going to hit new all-time highs. Half of us do. That's way more than I thought. Way more. And that's not a good sign because, right, we're betting on most people not believing it. Half of us believe it. I mean, it's good if you just want to be ahead. Holy shit. Yeah, I kind of love it. I think that's the cutest fucking, yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it. There's a new, actually, let's pull this up. There's a new Robinhood meme called Tendies, 25 mil. It's just never going to end, boys. Never, ever, never going to end. At the worst of the worst times, we still get, boy, remember what we see when it's dead. We still get coins to get to $1 million, but the $1 million coins are the exception during that time. Right now is a great time. We're getting coins running to 100, 200, 300 mil. That's crazy. 400, Ansem got to what, 4 something? So right now, like, recognize when you're in a moment. We're in a moment right now. Like it's pretty decently hot with no money here. Cash Cat's at 66 mil. Is that the one? Is that big Robinhood meme? Dude, oh my God. Yeah, maybe it's over. Maybe the Robinhood stuff is over, which most people would have guessed, right? That was everybody's prediction. This is going to be a short-lived thing and it's going to be on to the next thing. Well, their top coin is 66 mil. I remember that move. I remember that movie. I remember that. Men in Tights or whatever. Yeah. And the Brian coin, man. The Brian coin dude, Brian is probably at $1 million right now. So I got to pull that up too. And these are the horror stories of the trenches, right? Anybody who put 50 ETH in that had a lot of money to lose, unless that was his last like Hail Mary play, and he was so convinced that Base finally gets it. Base gets it now, and they're gonna do the meme coin thing. Yeah, if that was their attempt at the meme coin thing, not great. 1.7 mil. I don't know, dude. I don't know. That thing got to 33 mil. Brutal. Dude, brutal. Comes to dude, it's right back to the trust thing. Who do they have on base shilling base stuff that's got, to Thread Guy's point, you might have tweets that get clicks and likes and retweets, but do you have any that actually get people clicking buy? You don't have it on base. You don't have it at all. You don't have an Ansem on base. You don't have a Thread Guy on base. You don't have any of that. Thread Guy doesn't really have, not like Ansem, Thread Guy I don't think really has the gets people to click buy. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does. If Thread Guy tweets a thing, it'll do decent, but he doesn't have the Ansem thing. I think for like Thread Guy's number of followers, I think he's got less than you might expect. Like if Thread Guy mentions a thing, I don't know that I'm buying it. You know? I think that's true. I don't know if it's true. I'm just saying it out loud now. I'm thinking about it. Like he's got trust. Like I love you. You guys know I love Thread Guy. I love Thread Guy. But I don't know if he's got he mentions a thing, I buy the thing. Dude, I'll tell you how fucking crazy I am. I was going to go over this whole post and exchange Sammy and Ansem back and forth. And actually, I think I was going to read this whole thing and dissect that. That's crazy. Not happening. Ansem just explaining his thing, though. Is just explaining the coin. And I think at this point, we all get it. It's talking about what the thread guy thing was talking about. And, well, kind of. Ansem's more talking about doing the next thing. You capture people's attention, then you do something with it. I think that's what he's getting to here. If I teach 100,000 people how to trade and they each make 10,000, that one bill is completely misreported. I don't know. Maybe I do need to read that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I kind of lean that way, Moonship. Like, I kind of lean that way. I think it's going to all rotate right back to Solana. Unless Robinhood can control the scammy stuff, if they can make sure that stuff doesn't exist on their chain, that's a way they could separate themselves from Robinhood. But I don't know. Somebody had said there needs to be a way for the actually Ansem, I think, had tweeted it. Is there a way? Because right, you tweet about the Ansem coin, he airdrops you coins if you have some good viral stuff. And he asked if there was like a tool that could do it for him. Whoever this is built a tool. So they built a tool, it'll distribute viral posts for him. But then my head goes right to Dumpster. It's not about viral posts, but it's just an automated protocol that like sends the fees, shares fees with people. This also, Dumpster ties right into the trust thing. And Henry's only growing in his reach with his followers, but then the trust thing, like I said yesterday, that's why that coin like lives or dies with Henry. Good or bad, that's what it does. Because people trust him. It's like that's what it all boils down to. But compared to an Ansem, like Henry's tiny. Compared to me and you guys, most of you, like he's there. Like he's made that KOL leap. But in the right market, when things are frothy, dude, this thing will do really. If Henry gets out there on the spaces when things are frothy, this thing will cook. It happened before Mold. It happened twice before. It happened with Banana. And so I'm saying again, when the market's frothy, it'll happen. So it happened with Banana. It happened with Rune number 2. If the market can get frothy in time, it'll happen with this one. It will. Dude, I got to pull this up too. I don't think this will do phenomenal, but this might do well. Dude, the artist behind Pudgy Penguins, I think it's that Cole guy. I think he's the artist. No, actually, I don't think he's the artist. The guy who created Pudgy Penguins. So it is Cole, though, is dropping something on Robinhood. It's called Sprite Hood. So just put it on the radar because people will talk about it, right? That's all. That's the only reason. But I think this is from Cole. And people calling Cole a scammer. I don't remember the Cole story. I don't remember how he scammed or what specifically, but Cole's the guy who sold Pudgy Penguins to Luca Nets, right? So keep that on the radar. Here, I'll drop it in the chat. Like it'll at least get attention. So if it's an NFT, try to get a whitelist. Like actually, I hope Kongs can get whitelists to this. Dude, I haven't hit a Kongs raffle in so long. I just saw more winners rattled off. I haven't won in probably like 2 months. Brutal. Dude, all right. Dude, yeah. Do you guys know I love NFTs? Do you know like I fucking love NFTs? And do you know how much I believe in them? Not because I like want them to work. Like, and I do, right? I do. But again, because I know it, dude. I know they're going to work. I know they're going to fucking cook again. I know. I don't care if they don't. I'm still going to buy them and collect them. But they're going to, so that's just like icing on the cake. I know they're going to. I'd still be collecting them anyways. I've collected my whole life, dude. And not, I always talk about action figures and posters, and I collect DVDs and, like anything. Anything. I have a Wendy's spicy Belmont Kane. Are you still here? I hope he's still here. It's like one of my best like IRL friends since we were fucking 15. I have a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich wrapper from the day Dave Thomas died, from when I was like 17. I still have the wrapper with like mayo stains on it. And like I still have that. I collect stuff. Like there's a bunch of idiots like me that still have that shit. Do you know I still have that? I still have that, dude. I signed it. I still have that wrapper. Like I collect shit. There's a lot of people that collect shit. It's insane, dude. But like that wrapper is 30 years old or something. Still got it. Is it? It's probably more. Yeah, it's probably about 30 years old. It's older than 30. It's probably 35-ish years old. So, like, point there is, it's not worth anything, man. It's worth nothing. But I will keep collecting NFTs that are worth nothing if they're fun, if they've got a story. The story matters, right? The story matters for that wrapper. In fact, I should turn that dude. You know what would cook? I'm like, this would cook. The right person. If the right person, if Ansem had that thing and he decided to tokenize it and tell the story about it, right? And just how you can kind of preserve the idea of that wrapper forever. You know, you can, there's a way to link those ideas of keeping a thing forever. Love NFTs, man. Zach from Open Standard. Okay, Zach, I see you. The people, dude, he's right. The people I know who've been the most early and right in crypto all still deeply love NFTs. It's what I see out there too, man. It's exactly what I see. It's exactly it. Thank you, Hoods. There's a right version of me that could, but well, NFT holders are the most relentless people in the industry. You can rug them, make them lose money, lie to them, betray them, tell them to shut up, spit in their faces, and yet they show up on the timeline and defend your project. Yeah. Some of that's just people working for their bags, which is cool. We had the pasta tweet the other day. NFTs are silly. It's silly money. Yeah, dude. Yes, dude. Yeah, we get it. They are. And they're also, I think, important. And Brinkman, thesis is simple. No better way to own digital art and collectibles than via decentralized blockchain provenance. And I'm with him. I'm totally with him. But it all boils down to this, right? The right people are still not saying NFTs are going to come back. They know it, right? And they say that too. But the right people, like, love NFTs. Like, love them. Still collecting them. Price doesn't matter. And then on the other side of that, the thing that's there to greet us, somebody like me who still loves them, is some teams who also love them, I think the exact same way I do, taking the money they made and they're building something still. Does it work? Don't know. I don't have any belief that this stuff works. That's not the part of NFTs I believe in. I hope that stuff works. I hope my NFT equals access to the thing and rewards and fucking, I hope that all plays out. And I think it could. But my belief thing is that people are going to jump into them and gamble and speculate on them. And my belief is that more and more people get digital collectibles as a collectible alone with no perks, no benefit, no utility, no nothing. They just like digital collectibles. There's a ton of them. There's millions of people and more. And by the way, those millions are young. Actually, no, I think there's a lot our age who just aren't participating right now, but also love them. But there's millions more who are just too young to do this stuff right now. I'm telling you, my kids, Roblox shit. They still do it. They trade it. They watch it. That's all. That's what they do. But again, you got teams like this building stuff that I hope matters. Right people, right place, right intentions, right all of that stuff. Adam Weitzman, right guy to be on the Yuga Labs board. Perfect. Guy with money, guy with influence, guy with connections, guy who loves NFTs too. I know he loves them the same way I do and a lot of you guys do. I know he does. Right guy. And they're doing a lot of the right shit here too. It's cool. FIFA does have some NFT stuff. I don't remember what it is. Dude, those guys are the right guys too. Again, I don't know for sure that this stuff plays out, but man, they're starting to show that it's looking more likely. Claynosaurs, their shorts are on Prime Video now and Apple TV now. Pretty incredible. I need one. Dude, I need one so bad. They got me. I was saying this on Chart Monkeys last week. They got me FOMOing and like, dude, it's not like the I'm just saying the word FOMO. It's not that. It's not just saying it. They got me like fucking sick to my stomach. Fear of missing out. Fucking I'm an idiot because I didn't buy it when it was half the price or 2/3 the price. Can I number right? It was 1/3 the price. I didn't buy it back then. I feel like an idiot. It makes me like, you know, that nauseous feeling? I get that with Claynosaurs. That's real FOMO. I got real fucking FOMO with Claynosaurs. And they're $1,500 now, which isn't out of reach, right? We can click a couple buttons and have one of these in 30 minutes, right? I don't want to sell anything I got right now for them, but I might have to. And there's not many left, and they're talking about them like the right way, dude. They're talking about them like a PSA 10. They're talking about it like a piece of collectible history. They're talking about it in 30 years. They're talking about it all the right way. It's incredible. And then they're talking about disrupting the entertainment industry with Hibu, that whole like fan engagement, fan reward platform, launching their own token. Again, I'm not convinced that that stuff works. I think it can, and those are the right guys to be driving that thing and trying it. That's not the part I believe. Okay, there is a belief there, by the way. I can go in like fantasy mode. I can go in fantasy mode and be like, I can see it. I believe that could happen. So I believe it could, not I believe it's going to, or I know it's going to. It's like, I think it could. I believe it could. I believe the idea makes sense. How about that? That I'm fully there. I believe in the idea. Do I believe enough people also believe? Do I believe enough people will click buy? That I'm not sure about that part. But I believe in the idea of it. There's a better way to do something, that there's a better way to like engage but reward people. And that's a big part of this thing, by the way. It's dude, a lot of what crypto is kind of like a UBI thing. It's like investment, but UBI. It's, again, a way to kind of keep people rewarded throughout the journey, keep them fed like Ansem's doing. Funny enough, you start saying this stuff out loud and you start seeing like this space has come a bit of a way. And some of that stuff's starting to happen. It's happening like live in front of us and we just don't recognize what it is. But some of this stuff is playing out that way. Just not a ton of examples of it. But these guys, dude, they're killers. It was so, dude, what a run we had on Chart Monkeys. Luca Nets and then Andrew and Cab, like Claynosaurus boys, like that show was so fun. But these guys are awesome. Like I look up to these guys, right? Like they're doing cool shit. These guys are it's an award-winning group of guys. They launched at the worst time of the NFT market. Actually, funny enough, you think of like 22 and FTX and stuff like that, and you would assume that was the worst time for NFTs. It wasn't. Right now is the worst time for NFTs. You know, right now is the worst time. Go back to 2023 when it was dead, and we were doing more volume than now. I'm pretty darn sure. We're at an all-time low of this like modern NFT market. We're at an all-time low for sales volume. In 5 years, this is the lowest. But go back to 2023 when people questioned the industry. I slowed down saying that because I'm like, dude, I remember back then we knew it would come back, but people questioned Solana for sure. But like, look at the worst of 23, 62 mil, 55 mil. This is a monthly sales volume. At our lowest, I don't know if we got to 40. Is this weekly or monthly? This is weekly. Okay, so at our lowest, like 55 mil, we're way lower now. Like we are 38 mil last week. This is the lowest the NFT market has ever been. And it feels 50 times better than it did in 2023. But that's how bad it is now. So they launched in not the worst market, but it was pretty fucking bad. It was. And there's very few listed. And I'm telling you, dude, I want one. I want one. They launched a second collection, 2K edition. By the way, if you're looking to get a Claynosaur and you just, maybe you don't want to do the 20 soul, there's a second collection of dinos that look like the others. It's just two new like breeds or whatever, two different dinosaurs basically, but 2000 edition collection. So that's like the, series 2 basically. They got the Popkins. My only exposure to that ecosystem is Popkins. I got a couple of those and actually kind of want more. 24, they won 13 Collision Awards. Gold recognition for excellence in animation. Partnership with Gameloft, big gaming studio. They got a mobile game. I can't remember if they have a game on Netflix now, right? You know how there's some mobile games there, or if that's still coming. I don't remember. They won a Webby People's Voice Award, which I think that's a pretty big award. Best trailer. We got the Popkins thing on Sui. Remember, Pokemon is going to be on Sui. It was announced at least, or it's in the terms. Like, I don't know if it's live yet. I don't think there's anything there, but just remember, Pokemon is maybe at some point on-chain NFTs. It's a matter of time, by the way, for all of them. Probably years off, but it's a matter of time. Huge partnership. Media One, Kids and Family, that big. At film festivals, giving keynote speeches, holding these like masterclass sessions, like a lot of stuff. Last year, 31 Collision Awards. David Horvith joins the project. I don't remember who he is, but I know he's a name. I know he is. Yeah, there we go. Ugly Dolls. There's a few things he's done that I think people know. There's a couple other names on that team that are big, like big time experience, like doing stuff with like Nickelodeon stuff, like big animations, like very, very experienced team. They're really good, man. They're really good. That team is so legit. And then I love this from Cab, like talking about what industry guys tell him. And now when he was on the show, he clarified who was saying it. It was like big names, dude. It was like a Disney or you know what I mean? It was like huge companies like that saying, we wish we could do what you're doing, but we can't because our shareholders wouldn't love it. But like, we know we need to do that. And we're like, these guys got a head start and these guys are kind of laying that roadmap for other people. If they do it legit, then other people like Disney could come out and say, well, and right, we know they do NFTs, by the way, the licensed stuff, but right, they could come out and be like, well, they did it. It's kosher. SEC's never got on them. Like, right, that works. That's official, like legit stuff. Like, we will do it like that. The bigger they get, the better it is for like the Disneys and whatever to kind of do this approach. Yeah, being told you're going to change the whole industry. Everyone's talking about cleaning, like legit stuff, dude. They're well respected, great guys. This was like, to me, the best though, the way they talked about collectibles. So again, you got the people who love this stuff, you got the guys who are building this stuff, and when you put the two together, magic, like their manifesto. It's awesome. Collectibles the product, scarcity is a promise, first print is sacred. Collecting should feel good. This is the part I care the least about in their ecosystem, like the completion, like the sets. I don't care the like XP and stuff. I don't care about that stuff. Maybe that's the younger generation does, and I think that's probably true. I don't care about that stuff. I just want the thing, and I just want to keep it in my wallet forever. That's it. I don't really need the journey. These guys are really fucking good. Really, really good. What to be watching for? This for sure. Klon Coolcast, he's gonna, dude, whatever he's doing is going to cook. It has to, because it's too much of a feel-good story. It's gonna be, right? So Klon co-founder, artist Cool Cats, was asked to leave, or I think it was a mutual thing. Left Cool Cats. He's got a Cool Cat still, and he's got some new project coming. I assume it's an NFT project, and it might be based on that character. But whatever he does, if he sells it, is going to cook. Like, right, whole NFT space will rally behind this guy. And, yeah, dude, whatever that is going to be hot. Like, for sure. For sure. And I think these guys still cool with each other. It seems like it. But yeah, like, definitely be watching for that. Weird thing, I love Modest, and I like love the death and taxes thing. That said, I've gotten to the point now where I don't want to talk about it as much because it's kind of boring. Like, it's the wrong way to put it, right? If you drag on a mystery for 4 months or whatever, it's starting to kind of lose my interest, right? It might be awesome, but I think we felt kind of the top of the financial side of it. I hope it gets more wild and we get, that wasn't it, but I've kind of felt what might be the top of it. Maybe the new thing coming out is big enough and it gets eyeballs and, bigger. I hope. But felt the top of the financial side. The game side got dragged on so long. And when he did the ciphers and puzzles you figure out, he kind of killed some of the momentum there himself. He actually kind of hurt this. Okay, You had to DM him answers to puzzles and stuff like that, right? He stopped replying to people. And you could say that's part of the game, but it also killed the engagement and the attachment you have, like kind of the back and forth thing. And it just got less fun. So now I check it just to see if there's an update, but I'm not like in it. I'm not like dialed into it. You know what I mean? Hang on a sec. Something I had just sold. What the fuck just sold? Oh no, I think something sold that I didn't really want to sell. No, hang on. That's not true. Something sold. What the fuck sold? Okay, something sold that I did not mind selling. Good shit. Okay, hang on. Let me pull it up. Okay, I had funny enough with Modest, I had a Modest piece listed. I don't mind it being sold. I like the piece a ton, and I sold it. I think I sold it at a good price. Hang on, let me show. Death and Taxes. I had my monkey NFT listed too, and I thought for a second that sold, but no, Escape Hatch, which is really it's a great fucking piece. Sold for why are a couple of them went? I hope he didn't make this part of his game, but whatever. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty okay with that price too. It sold for 0.1, 0.3, 0.4, 0.3, blah, 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 blah. Recently, quarter ETH, 0.18. Okay, we sold it for 0.334. It's not bad. But why did Modest say that piece is going to have some kind of like play in his new world thing? That's money that I had that listed because, that goes to a Claynosaur. So we're kind of almost there now. Probably could go grab one. Might do it. Okay. Anyway, was just surprised to see my wallet was a little higher than I thought. I don't mind that piece being gone. I like it. Yeah, and I got that piece for 0.1-ish. Maybe it was less than 0.1. I traded mementos for it. I'd say probably 0.1. Talking about Robinhood, I think, and yeah, I think that's true. Boy, I am tempted to just go grab a Clano, but yeah, I don't know. So still with Death and Taxes, kind of lost my interest. Could come back really, really quickly. But, point there was I was going to go and just kind of dig into this with you guys. I don't think I am. I'll just kind of say again, I think I know that stuff's got another chapter, right? So we know there's another chapter of Death and Taxes. Proxies are actually up again today. So watch proxies. The Death and Taxes pieces also the evaders from Death and Taxes looking like decent still. But yeah, these actually... Someone's trying to move this guy, but the bids were coming up basically at 0.15, so decent. These will run again though. That's all I know for sure is these are going to run. Damn. I want to see that so bad. Belmont, I'm going to have to message you after and tell you what I thought of it. No spoiler shit or whatever, but I got to tell you. All right, let's hit couple like funny fucking videos, memes from this week. I think I got some. Oh, you know what? I did want to share this too, and I don't remember where I wanted to fit that in. But DGMD, great guy, great collector, NFT dude, rich guy, like the rich guys. We're at the bottom of a bear cycle. There's a part of me that still, I mentioned yesterday, okay, part of me could say, what if it was different? What if the cycle didn't end like 1010? It did, right? But I'm just saying what if, right? Because stock market all-time high, right? What if crypto what if it is different and it's going to end? What if it's going to get real bad? That's my what if. What if we're not at the bottom of the bear cycle? And by the way, if it is the cycle, you still think we're lower over the next few months until early next year, very early, maybe even fall this year, we go up, up only mode for, slower, but for a while. But like, what if it was different and it's going to get real shitty for the next year? I don't know. We're at the bottom of a bear cycle. On top of that, this past cycle largely skipped over NFTs. Yes. Well, yeah. I'm just trying to remember the ordinals thing was this cycle. Ordinals was this cycle. Yeah. About NFTs though, there's real substance here outside of the speculation. Incredible art, membership community. Now it's all, all the stuff we said. Yeah. It's like really, really, really fucking real. And it's really, NFTs are really good right now. Still. Dude, no, I didn't. Closest IMAX is an hour away. I'm not going to do that. But, how about this? I was chatting with my film buddy yesterday. I'm like, dude, I would love to go to a theater that put the bars on the side. Put the black bars on the side. I'm all for do it. I would totally go to a theater that if I had my choice between the widescreen or something shot in IMAX that's going to be shown on the same screen, but the bars on the sides, you could put in that 4:3, ratio, whatever. I would do the 4:3. I love that format. I actually, for a while, had a monitor that was square because I prefer that format. I don't know if it's like nostalgia or whatever, but I love that format. I love the Justice League in that format, right? I think shit looks awesome like that. All right. Shout out to this kid who is the coolest fucking kid alive.
This is Bird Request Part 2. And let's get started. First we got the barred owl. Next, the ring-necked dove. Next, the American woodcock. Meep, meep, meep. And there's two different species of crows in the United States. The fish crow and the American crow. The fish crow is what I'm going to do first.
So good, dude. I like how, when your computer, you open an app and your whole computer kind of freezes for a split second, if you got a shitty computer, you know what I mean? I love that he's loading. I love that he's fucking loading between fucking calls. I love this kid, dude. He's awesome.
Then the American crow.
It's wild. He's so good.
Then Atlantic and
that's badass, man.
Atlantic puffin. Next, the purple martin.
That's crazy.
Whippoorwill. And keep up the requests, guys. And also, I want to say thank you to Bird Collective for for sending that box to me. Well, bye.
I love that kid.
This is Bird.
Fucking awesome. All right, I'm gonna space out the next tweet because it would be really bad to put right after this one. You'll get why after. Don't hate me for the one I'm gonna put up here though. After, just it's fucking funny, and so that's all. Don't read into it. Whatever. You'll see. No offense to anybody who's into this kind of shit, but this shit is the weirdest to me. He might be a little, and those are my favorite people. So yeah, proudly, I think he is, as he should be. Dude, the church thing where they touch you and you fucking, that is I can't understand that.
Every curse must be broken off of their life in Jesus' name. May the anointing placed in your life so powerfully.
I don't know what to do with this shit. I'm gonna mute it because I don't want to. I'll get the copyright, I'm sure, but I don't get it, man. I wish somebody would explain it to me. I would like to get it. I get astral projecting and stuff, right? I get that. I don't get this at all. Well, anyway. Fucking stupid. Kind of. Dude, the jet flyover, fucking cool. Badass. That guy's going to lose his career, but badass. Very cool to see. Indie game. We're just going to blitz through these ones, but the one is going to, you know, there's one that's fucking weird. Funny. This game looks amazing. Dude, in my gaming years, I would have been all over this.
That's coffee break plus. You get coffee and get out of the plane.
Actually, we can do a multiplayer. We can get we should be playing this co-op fly a plane physics game. It gets pretty funny though.
Damn! Get lost. Oh, hello. Guys, there is limited quality. Take the tools! Fix that! Bring the shot! Good. No messages here, just wheat.
Yeah, I need that game in my life badly. One more, two more. One, cool as shit. You'll hate the last one. Cool as shit. A drone that kills like moths or mosquitoes or something like that. Dude, that will be us soon, yeah. But that's fucking awesome. Dude, flies and zaps it. That is so cool. I bought one of those like fan things with the UV light that the bug. Dude, I've caught like 60 little friggin' fly. Amazing. That's better. I would have 15 of these flying around my house at all times for sure. Amazing. All right, I lied. There's two more at this point. And you'll get why with the last one I didn't do it after the kid. Dude, that's so cool. Is it ethical to goon to a porn star that I killed? It's a good question. It's a pretty good question. In 2009, I was involved in a car accident which took the life of a porn actress. Won't name the name. Not my fault, but it did not react to conditions in the correct way. Because of this, my car T-boned the vehicle she was in. She died on the scene. Awful. Not criminally charged with anything, but I was found civilly liable in her death. I was reminded of her recently and found her film. She was quite pretty and her body was incredible. I've been gooning to her. Is it ethical to goon to her? I think it's fine, dude. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's the best way you could honor her memory, right? I think that's the right take. It's probably what she would have wanted. No, it's definitely what she would have wanted. It's not even a question at this point. That's the correct response. If you didn't, I think that'd be disrespectful. Yeah. This is making the rounds today. So then I imagine you've seen the next one, but I hope not because it's that good. Yeah, then you've seen the next one. And we'll end on that. We'll end on this one. Tried doing a pred sting. And I'm going to be honest, the guy we caught just beat all four of our asses. Alex, our cameraman, is still in the hospital. The first reply, at that point, he earned it. Give him the kid. It's fucked up, but at that point, what else are you going to do? You give him the goddamn kid. It's fucked. The world's fucked. And because it's so fucked, man, you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. Bitcoin to $1 million in 5 years. All of our NFT bags. Your bag's worth 7 figures. For sure. For sure. That one got me, dude. For sure. V1 Punk's $100,000 floor. Because the world's so fucked, those things are coming. I don't make the rules. but I will play within those rules for sure. For sure. Anyway, fun stream. Fun fucking stream. Enjoy the World Cup, man. We'll talk about it next weekend. Go see the Odyssey. Phenomenal fucking movie. Phenomenal fucking movie. It's so good. God damn it. Do those two things. I hope your week is great. I'll be streaming on Tuesday over on the Ethos Swarm account. What else? That's it. Enjoy the day. Go buy dumpster.party. Follow me at MindMaxing on X, Inside NFTs on YouTube, whatever. Goodbye, guys. Have a great Sunday. Peace.